The opposition People's National Congress Reform picketed at the office of the Guyana Elections Commission on Tuesday. This has become a weekly exercise. Opposition leader Aubrey Norton said that the protest is aimed at sending the message that there must be a clean voters list and biometrics for the next elections.
GECOM has been complicit and know full well that the PPP is sharing ID cards to foreigners who are not entitled to be on the list. And therefore, they know full well that we have to take action to ensure that those persons are not allowed to vote.
Last week, in a press release, chairperson of the Guyana Elections Commission, Justice Claudette Singh, stated that any registered person is entitled to vote. She said that the opposition has people at every registration center. But Norton is contending that the PPP is giving out identification cards to whomever it wants.
No problem with people who are entitled to vote. We know, and I've said this, a lot of the Guyanese from Brazil who should get citizenship grow up in English-speaking houses, and so they speak English. But when you're picking up any Venezuelan who doesn't know English or any Brazilian, you name the person, we're not against foreigners. We are against you taking foreigners who are ineligible to vote and put them on the list.
Norton contended that the PPP has been losing support in its constituency. This has led to the resort to padding the voter list.
And so we are aware that they are trying to pad the voters list. They are running from biometrics because they recognize they have lost support and they can't win a free and fair election. So they are preparing to rig the 2025 election. Before the PPP changed the law when they came to power, if you wanted to register, GECOM had to go and verify that you existed and that you are at the address that you claim. They remove verifying the person, and once you go and you see that there's a lot called 27, you don't have to verify that the person lives at 27. And that's what I mean when I say they are removing the guardrails. They have effectively removed all the mechanisms to verify the existence of people.
PNCR executive member Vince Roy Jordan was also in the picket line.
That our call here is not just for the People's National Congress reform or for a political party. It is for all Guyanese. It is for democracy. It is for credible elections. And in order for us to have credible elections in Guyana, we must have a clean voters list and biometrics.
He said that many people have died both locally and overseas, but their names remain on the list.
So the NRR is extremely bloated, and from that is where we have our official list of elected. Apart from that, again, we see that there are Guyanese who would have migrated, would have not returned to Guyana, and their names are still on the list.
Ganesh Mahipal, another executive member and member of parliament, said that there is need for transparency in the elections.
2020 elections have shown us that there are a lot of unfortunates that can occur in our elections. And if we don't stand up for us to have credible elections with credible results now, then we will only be compromising on fundamentals, which is something that we should not have.
He said that there were many irregularities in the 2020 elections,
where we had a number of persons who were out of the jurisdiction and apparently casted a vote. We have people who were registered as dead and their names were scratched off as voted. We had unsigned oaths of identity. We had several anomalies, abnormalities, and irregularities.
And biometrics.